Welcome to Bearcats Stadium. Alongside Brady Archer, John Walker here after some technical difficulty, as we are at the 8:38 mark here in the second quarter. Maryville Spoofhounds taking on the Chillicothe Mudcats in an MEC battle tonight. This one actually has pretty decent Bearcats Stadium implications. Alongside Brady Archer, John Walker both here of these teams playing in the same conference. Obviously, it's always going to have big implications when you're playing a conference rival, but we'll talk about that here in a second. It'll be Cam Ward on the return. He'll get that out to a 25. Be a return of 10. It's been all Spoofhounds since the beginning of this one. They lead this one 33-0. 4 of those 5 touchdowns they've scored have been in the first quarter. But Maryville sits at 1-1 after a Week 1 loss to Blair Oaks. They beat the brakes off of Harrisonville last week. Brought their record to 1-1. Chillicothe, under Coach Tom Rulo, brings a record of 0-2 into this game. Quarterback here for the Chillicothe Mudcats, Jaden Winder. Winder, he's going to keep that one on the option. He'll have that one good for a gain of 5. That was Winder's first carry of the ball game. Be a 2nd and 5 here. 8-minute mark in the first half. Chillicothe looking to get something going.
Good start for head coach Phil Light and his defending state champions.
It's going to be a timeout charge here on Chillicothe. We're going to take one with them when we come back. The Hornets will be set up for shops. 2nd and 5 on the 30-yard line right here on 810 Varsity.
Chiefs checking from Community America gets you closer to the game. Is there any better way to get closer?
Hey, man. Go long. Chiefs checking from Community America.
Alrighty, John Walker here alongside Brady Archer. High school football coverage tonight from Maryville, Missouri. Obviously the Spoofhounds home team here, but they are not playing at their stadium. They get to host this MEC battle against the Chillicothe Hornets at Bearcats Stadium. Bearcats thankful enough to loan this out to them. They played last night, traveled to Topeka, take on Washburn. It'll be 2nd and 5 here for the Chillicothe Hornets. Jaden Winder looked like he was going to keep that one. Ball's going to be loose, but an offensive lineman here for the Hornets is going to be able to get back on top of that one. That was actually going to be Drake Leitner. Leitner with the athletic play for a big man, able to get back on that one and keep the ball with the Hornets. Actually advance it a little bit, so now it's only going to be 3rd and 1. Chillicothe only has 3 first downs in the ball game. Looking to make it 4 here. Hand up, and he's stuffed right up the middle.
3rd and short. Cade Cayley's going to be brought down in the backfield.
So Cade Cayley brought down in the backfield from Mark Gustafson, the 6'7", 190 sophomore. He's a load there at D tackle. Actually the biggest kid on roster for the Maryville Spoofhounds. So it'll be 4th and 2. Single back set behind Winder. I'll have a couple of wings trying to get Maryville to jump off sides. It'll be a 4th and 3. They're going to call a timeout and rethink things on this one. We're going to take it with them. When we come back, it'll be a 4th and 3 for the Hornets as they trail Maryville 33-0. We continue from Bearcats Stadium. High school football coverage. We were talking about the standings a little bit before we got things kicked off, and the Lafayette Fighting Irish currently lead the MEC. They're actually tied with Cameron. They both came into tonight with a 2-0 record. Then you have St. Pius and Maryville tied for second with a 1-1 record. Chillicothe's tied for last with an 0-2 record. Muddle huddle stuff behind the line, 4 and 3. The pitch here, Cam Ward. Depending on where they spot him, he would have got that one. We'll see if the refs give him a generous spot here. And they are going to give that one to him. They're going to say he got 3 3/4 when he needed about 3.5 on that one. It'll be the 4th first down of the ball game for the Hornets. Cam Ward up to 19 yards in the ball game on 3 carries.
We reset here, 1st and 10 for the Hornet offense from their own 35-yard line, 6:23.
Hornets will have a first down, 6:23 left to go before the half on their own 35-yard line. Have not crossed the 50 offensively. Try and do so on this one. Winder is going to get the pitch out here to Isaac Rash. Rash is only going to get to the line. Will be stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain, no loss on that one. Will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Hornets.
Definitely a good game between two fierce rivals, not too far away as far as logistics are concerned. So a lot of those players
in terms of two of these teams that, these teams that are playing here tonight and some guys that they could see come late in the year in district time. Be interesting to see the turnout of the Platte County Kearney game tonight. Pass here, however, from Winder. His first completion of the night out to Isaac Rash. It's going to be good for a gain of 3. And leave the Hornets with 3rd and 7 from their own 43. Correction, 38.
Interested to see how Camry would fare this week after having a couple of easy games early on, but victory's a victory.
Winder's 1 for 2, 3 yards. Rash goes, but a handoff up the gut. That's only going to be good for a couple. It'll get out to the 46. That was Cade Cayley. That puts Cayley at 2 yards. Cade Cayley, the 5'9", 185-pound senior. On the season coming into this game, he had 25 carries for 108 yards. Plays a little bit of defense, had 14 tackles coming into this one. So getting it done on both sides of the ball. He'll be in the single back set. Pitch out here to Cam. Cam Ward looks like another questionable first down pending on the referee's spot. And it looks like they're going to give it to him. So Cam Ward is going to pick up 4 on the play. And that'll be another first down. Hornets looking to cross the midfield line for the first time in the ball game.
Certainly so far tonight, this is the most impressive drive for Chillicothe so far here.
And this is actually the first drive that we've seen from them all night
Down 33-0, why not?
where they really get dirty in the trenches and they're really battling it. Tried to force things previously. Throw here from Winder, deep downfield. And that's going to be over the head of Colton Sewell.
Coverage to the outside was pretty good. The throw was better. Intended receiver on the play just wasn't able to.
Sewell had it in decent position. The throw was beautiful. Coverage wasn't too bad either, but it was certainly catchable from Colton Sewell. And that would have put the Hornets down inside the red zone. That would have been astronomical for them in terms of what they haven't been able to get going so far in the first half.
It's a good test.
Both wing backs will go and set. That's going to lead to a false start. It'll be 2nd and 15 here for the Hornets. Can't have both of your wing backs go in motion at the same time, so a little bit of miscommunication between the wings here of the Hornets.
Spoonhound defense deciding to decline the penalty, so it'll be 3rd down and long upcoming here, 3rd down and 10.
And actually, Maryville's going to decline that one, so it'll be a 3rd and 10 from their own 45-yard line. 3:40 left to go in the first half.
Certainly needing to see it tonight on. Yeah, it looks like it is some LED lights that are inside there. Fancy stuff here. Yeah, fancy stuff here at Bearcat Stadium.
So that'll be a 3rd and 10. The officials are actually going to talk about it a little bit more, make sure that both teams are on the same page off the decline.
For this 3rd down play here, the officials getting together to.
Looks like they're going to get everything settled out, and it will remain a 3rd and 10 for the Hornets.
John Hill, Gary Blevins, the umpire, Kevin Rowland, the linesman, Michael Kimbrough, the line judge, and Corey Starnes, the back judge.
Maryville, both teams really got off to kind of slow starts, and then Maryville just rang them off. The 8:19 in the first quarter, 7:05. Then they went on a little bit of a period with no score. Scored with 2:38, and then just over a minute later at the 1:09 mark was able to put another touchdown on. 3rd and 12 here. 3rd down conversion not going to be good. Once again, that is Mark Gustafson in the backfield. It'll be a 4th and 12, and the punt team's going to come out for the Hornets.
3:10 left to play here in half number 1.
One of the neatest things I think at this stadium.
Maryville in their black on black with green helmets, yellow trim. Chillicothe in their all white road uniforms tonight.
You got the dorms on one side, you've got fraternity houses on the other side. Yeah, great setup here.
Punt here from Winder. That's going to be marked out of bounds by the side official. He's going to walk it off a couple more steps. He's going to keep walking it off. And eventually that's going to be marked off at the 46. So the Spoof Hounds are going to take over for the 46. And while they come out, we're going to take a quick break here on 810 Varsity.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
We continue from Bearcat Stadium. Pleasure to have you along for a high school football coverage. There's a loss of 5 here to start things for the Spoof Hounds on this drive. Bring up 2nd and 15. That was Tyler Hushin.
Defenses. It's now 2nd down and 15 here for the Spoof Hounds from their own 41.
Hushin has a rushing and receiving touchdown tonight. Big truck there from Eli Dowis. Dowis also has a couple of touchdowns. Able to pick up 3 on that one. That'll bring up 3rd and 12. Not a lot of passing in this game. Between both teams, a combined 5 pass attempts. Ben Walker, quarterback for the Spoof Hounds, is 3 for 3.
Timeout called here by Maryville. That's their
with a couple of touchdowns. Maryville's going to call another timeout here. We're going to take this one with them. We'll be right back from a quick break.
Chiefs checking from Community America gets you closer to the game. Is there any better way to get closer?
Hey, man. Go long. Chiefs checking from Community America.
Alrighty, we resume play here from Northwest Missouri State University, home of the Northwest Bearcats. They look to improve their rankings in the Division II football ranks. Last week, they were 6th, but with Fort Hays, who was above them, losing to Missouri Western, they look to get back up. Fake pitch here from Walker. Throw downfield, and that's just going to be out of the reach of Connor Wise. Bring up 4th and 12 for the Spoof Hounds, and for the first time tonight, Maryville's going to be forced to punt.
3 passes tonight. The first 2 have gone for 78 yards so far, so a pretty impressive start so far for the Spoof Hound offense that for the first time tonight bring on their punting unit.
Ball's going to be bounced, almost blocked.
I should say, almost blocked.
And it's going to get a good Spoof Hound bounce. It's going to roll out at about the 23.
Drake Leitner almost got his big paws on that one.
It'll be Jaden Winder and the rest of the Hornet offense when we come back.
Ball will be up to Bearcat Stadium here.
Jaden Winder under center to start the drive for the Hornets on their own 22. He's looking to go deep, throw down the sideline, and he is not going to be able to find his target once again. Trying to go deep to Colton Sewell. Did the exact same thing on the last drive, not able to convert on the first down of this one either. Will leave the Hornets with a 2nd down and 10. 1:18 left to go before the half. Maryville started off the second quarter very quickly at the 8:30 mark.
Certainly still a lot of football left to play tonight.
It was Dowis
We know that head coach Tim
that ran a touchdown in, but aside from that, nothing going for either team. Pitch out here to Cam Ward. Ward is going to lose a couple here. He's gobbled up by a swarm of black uniforms around him. And it's going to leave a 3rd and 11 now for the Chillicothe Hornets. Ward's first negative or non-gaining carry of the night.
Responsible for 2 touchdowns so far tonight. The first was a touchdown pass from
Housham was able to get the game started with a receiving touchdown in the south end zone here. And as mentioned earlier, it was all Spoof Hounds since then. Single back set with a wing back. Handoff up the middle. It's only going to be good for a gain of 3. 20 seconds left to go until the half, and I believe that was Chillicothe's goal. Cade Cully. Good for a gain of 4 on that one. And that looks like it's going to do things here in the first half. Through 2 quarters of play from Bearcat Stadium, the Maryville Spoof Hounds lead the Chillicothe Hornets 33-0. Stick around for a quick commercial break, and then we'll have your halftime recap right here on 810 Varsity.
Chiefs checking from Community America gets you closer to the game. Is there any better way to get closer?
Hey, man. Go long. Chiefs checking from Community America.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Chiefs check.